On, off. Now you see the difference.
Cans of beer.
Yeah, it's basically like I don't know, it sounds like the early 90s where everyone have a freaking metal zone. And this is basically how it sounds like when they plug a metal zone directly into the console. Please don't do that. Okay, let's see here. We have the PRS Archon, which is an amp that I love, but I never get to try it because it's not that common in this part of the world. Yeah, it's a Bluetooth amp. Right off the bat, it sounds good. Everything is at 12. Drive 12, everything is at 12. Let's see. Before we start tweaking, let's do...
Yes.
Oh shit.
The typical...
You have to add one more block.
Yeah, I have to add one more block. Hold on. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, let's see.
Drag and drop is
Angles, content or. Okay, let's do the tube screamer. Let's go 7. Yes. Kinda. It works already. Like if in the budget setup you have this amp.
Yeah.
Everything
is
on
as
mid.
simple as you can go.
Yeah, everything on mid. I didn't even take the EQ. Everything is on straight. And a Mesa Boogie Cat with F757 and a TS808. It works. Let's just try the Clown Centaur for once. Go ahead. It sounds more creamy, but yeah, it doesn't really work. Okay, it works. As usual, I usually put a noise gate in between everything, so before everything, and then after everything.
Yeah, and that's more tighter.
And then in between for that. Everything is on stock setting, I didn't change nothing. What do you think about the saturation?
I think we can go more saturation.
I want to go more saturation.
Archon sounds very more to the creamy side.
Yeah, it's more creamy, it's more muffled sounding, but it works in a mix for the modern day.
Like, can you make it more brighter?
I
love
brighter.
bright.
Let me. You play it now.
+7.
Oh, let's keep it at 7. Basically, this is already a recordable tone, in my opinion.
Reverb.
Yeah, let's do a reverb.
A room reverb would be nice, like after everything.
Yeah, let's see.
Light.
Room. Let's see.
Yes. Length.
Okay, hold up. Okay, we're back. Where we left off. Okay, we put in a reverb, which is a room reverb. We mixed it 46%.
Maybe.
Go ahead. Play some chords. It did open up a bit. Other than that, let's see. Will you gig with this tone?
I will.
Will you record with
pretty
this?
complex. I would not say it's complex. It's pretty complete. It's just
a very straightforward thing, honestly. For me, I could even deal without those. Just a freaking distortion pedal, overdrive pedal, a tube screamer into a good sounding high gain amp, into a cabinet of your choice, into a reverb. Basically, that's your rhythm tone right
The
there.
most amazing thing, right? Everything sounds right.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
You see the gate when you put in, no tweaking.
I'm really liking this Helix, Helix Native. I pretty like it.
Because in my opinion, like sometimes when it comes to VSTs, they got the amp right, but they get the effects wrong or the cabinet wrong. usually it's like they focus on one category and then they left out the other. They just did like a half-assed job and they just put it in there just for the sake of it. But Line 6, because this thing originated as a hardware unit.
Yeah, the first
Yeah,
Helix.
the Helix and the Helix rack, and then
They come up with.
it was pretty revolutionary. It's kind of a fractal-esque kind of thing, but everything is pretty straight. And then when they told us they're gonna make a VST, I still remember hearing this at NAMM.
Yeah.
When they were showing the new Helix rack and the floor unit, and then they showed this in the back, which is like a few seconds, and I was like, wait, are you seriously gonna make a VST? And then when I saw it, I was like, how much will it be? That's the first thing that comes to my mind. And then second is, how good will it sound compared to the hardware unit? Because when you have a hardware unit and you want to stack it up, it's kind of hard because there's already like a milestone that you have to hit. Because if your hardware unit sounds better than this, then why not just buy the hardware unit? Then nobody's gonna buy this. So when this thing came out 2 weeks ago, I've been waiting for this for like at least half a year. When this thing came out, I was like, okay, it's time. I put it in for the first time right now, and we're all sitting here and pretty
Look
amazed.
how rare the sound is.
Yeah, I mean like, they ain't joking, but I don't know. I'm not sure about the computer specs that you have to run it on, but if you have a decent computer, it's not impossible. For me, if you're a guitarist that is gonna record your own stuff and you only record guitars, you can just get this and not forget about everything else, because basically you can do all the post compressors and everything in here with the second line over here.
Reamping.
Yeah, you can even reamp with this. There's not a problem. So
And
there we
everything
go.
is, yeah, it's pretty nice.
How much again, this thing?
This is $399 US.
Wow.
$399 for this compared to the hardware unit, which is like 1,000 plus. If I remember correctly, for $399 is, I have no complaints on this. It's a bit expensive for the VST, but it's Helix. Let's turn on the noise gate. Oh no, total silent.
Oh,
Let's get up, no tweaking.
let's try a different amps.
Go ahead.
Let's go here
Yeah.
and let's say what we have right
So
now.
easy to navigate. Everything is there. German,
Mahadeva. What is this? What amp
That's
is
a
this?
Ubashaw. That's Shiva.
yeah, Shiba and
Wow.
It sounds very, very saturated.
Solo will
Can
be.
you give me the solo 100? It's down there. Yeah, solo. Oh,
Soldano.
yeah.
Just by changing the amps.
Yeah, it sounds like a total different thing. This is a pretty legit Soldano solo 100 in overdrive channel, because a lot of people, when they make a solo 100 emulation, it's very gnarly. I don't know why, it just doesn't sound right.
It
Because
should be a bit
the solo
something like
100,
this.
as I know, is like the predecessor to the 5150, which is my favorite amp of all time. But playing the normal every single solo 100 emulation, this doesn't sound right. But this one actually sounds legit.
Who's the player famous for Soldano? This particular one.
Eddie Van Halen.
Ah, Valen.
Before he went to PV, he played the solo 100. When he went to PV, he basically brought the solo 100 and created 5150.
Soldano actually.
Yeah. Gary Moore played this before?
Ah, okay. I got something.
Yeah.
Remind me of something big. Silverchair.
Oh.
The album.
it works. It sounds like 2003. When what's his name? Gary Moore went solo. That's basically how he sound. Basically.
Basically, just now all the tone change is just amp, right? Not even. I think it's the mix like 35. Vintage. Analog delay.
Wow.
Carbon copy.
I believe it's a vintage digital.
I don't know what this is. It's
Bison.
kind of weird, but I bet it is an emulation of a real piano.
They even emulate the on delay. This is the on delay.
Because DL4 is a
DL4.
very
Yeah.
famous delay. Oh. Hey, you can even do that? The
trick.
yeah.
The DD3 trick.
If I remember correctly, you can't do that in any VSTs.
Sustain the gun, and then you pull the time. This is on off.
Trails.
Oh, tail.
This is training.
On off. Pull the time.
Oh, you need to do it more drastic.
Yeah, basically, this is what Eddie Van Halen did at the end of Eruption, where the weird sound. A lot of people thought that it was something else. It's basically a dive bomb, and he had a tape delay, and he slowed it down. That's basically the trick.
So with the hardware unit, the flow unit, we actually can assign this parameter to the foot switch so that we can.
I guess so, because basically everything is MIDI controllable. Let's see. Let's do something else. Let's hear like a different amp. Let's try a Mr. Boogie Mark 4.
For the DJ channel.
Let's make it
Something with line 6 they really into Mark 4 this time. They got like all the like more than 5 or 6 Mark 4.
Yeah, basically they modeled the whole Mark 4 in my opinion.
Inside out.
Yeah, inside out. And then from what I heard, they did component modeling instead of just the IR. So they actually create like a actual digital components of the amp. It's kind of like Fractal, where you can tweak all the insides of it. So it's weird. Yeah, and then
That idea origin from
Revolver have one thing, and then bias. They did a thing with that.
You can tweak the
like
bias of
the bias of the amp,
right.
and then the hotness, and then the tube. Basically that, but instead of letting you tweak, they actually modeled the amp actually exactly like how it's supposed to be. So yeah, it's pretty close, I would say. Let's see here. We covered basically. Oh yeah, that is a Mr. Boogie, because Mr. Boogie is known for their gnarly kind of sound-ish, and then there is I would say a B kind of sound.
This is the dual rack, right?
Yeah, this is the dual rack for basically.
And of course, the response on the low end is pretty effective.
Yep, Miss Metallica, all over again. Yeah, if you want to get the Mississippi dual rectifier correct, you must do the low end, number one, and then the mids. One person that did the mids, there was one plugin, I forgot which one was it. They did the mids wrong, and it sounds super forward.
Can we get the magic cap for this dual?
It is a magic cap.
Wow.
We've been using Mississippi caps since just now.
This is the go-to cap.
Yeah.
How about an angle?
Angle, let's see.
You mean the angle with
yeah,
SR cap?
Angle. Oh, actually, there's two angles. There's a fireball and the powerball. I think that's a powerball.